Honk. Oh, I'm glad that was the first thing that'll be heard.
Of course. Damien, should we just lead off asking Dom some questions again, like about his collection and things like that?
You would ask that after we started. I'm glad you waited.
We'll just do that.
To answer your question, yes, Dylan.
Firm but fair. We launch off with that.
It's
Right.
usually what we do with the guests.
Oh, damn.
What?
Oh, I don't have to do the show sheet. He's going to see everything. See, that's why I am so for this slideshow thing, but I'm so against it because it is so time consuming, especially when Dylan, puts up like 150 fucking figures to talk about. And then waits till 10:25 to be like, oh, hey, I'm going to send you some photos after I already got all 130 of them done.
Oh, no. Oh, did I just switch to low power mode? Hold on.
You're good, man.
I, for whatever reason, just switched to low power mode, and I'm upset with myself. Motherfucker.
What's up, Toy Mafia? Welcome to the show, man. Can always count on you. Danny Lee. What up, my dude?
There we go.
Hey, he's back.
I'm sorry.
Ready to attack. Sorry for what?
No, I don't know. Did my screen go black?
Yep.
I will.
Okay. Well,
It's all good. It's not like we're going to see it in the audio. Could you imagine? Like listening to it, it is just like, what happened? Well, the screen went black, so that's why we didn't hear him.
They're being nice about it, though. I was just taking my clothes off real quick.
Hey, man, whatever works for you, buddy. What's up, Jason? So what, Dylan? What are you going to say? What are you eating? Why are you always eating? Do you not eat at work?
What
is that gum?
High chews.
Is that gum?
You ever had high chew?
Looks like Coke. Are you doing Coke? High chews.
Never had one.
They're so addicting.
I bet, dude. I bet they get you real high, huh? Sorry, dude. I had to throw out that really cheesy dad joke. Anyways, is my ceiling fan making noise? Can you hear it?
No, I mean,
not bad.
There's every time you say something's not bad, and I listen to it in the recording, and it's fucking terrible.
Well, it sounds like there's feedback, but I don't think it's coming from the fan.
Is my headphones too loud? Is that what you're hearing?
Oh. It's not like echoing or anything. No.
Okay. Well, do you guys want to start? Because I will talk at the beginning of this forever.
We'll talk endlessly.
Yeah, let's start her up.
Okay, so 3. Okay. What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Smalltalk, the show we talk about absolutely nothing important at all. I'm your host, Damien, and this is my good late friend, Dylan.
Hey, Damien.
Hi. Today, we have a special guest, a guest of all guests, one that's never been represented, my good boy, Dom. What's up, man?
What's going on, brother? How you guys doing?
Not too bad. So Dom collects. That's why we have him on here, as usual. Yeah. Sometimes we have guests on here just to talk, like, Dean. But today we have a special one. So, Dom, tell us about yourself. What do you collect, my man?
Mostly collect Star Wars Black Series, the lightsabers from Force Effects and all that bullshit. Like I was telling you earlier, I got really big into Gunpla again, so I'm doing that. And I'm trying my damnedest to stay away from Marvel Legends.
Oh, so do you know who Seth is, right? Seth Billiard?
I don't think so.
Okay. Oh my god, dude. He lives with Gunplay. Like he's the one that posts a lot in auxiliary Gundam related, dude. And my god, dude, that we've had him on here before, and I talked to him here and there. And man, dude, his collection went from like, I remember starting off with him, getting in contact with him a lot more. He started off with like 3 or 4. And then like every time I got on a video chat with him like once a week, he had like 20 extra ones. And I'm just like, bro, how do you even build all these? And he's just like, dude, it's just, fucking patience, yo. And I'm like, I commend you, because I could not have the patience to build all those. And like he would show me, like he'd point his camera over to like the boxes he had off to the side, and they're just like stacked. And I'm just like
a mountain.
Yeah, dude. And he was just like, yeah, dude, I'm gonna have to get like a bookcase or something just for the boxes.
Oh,
I'm like, bro, I don't even know how I feel about this, but that's dead ass goals. So,
I don't know, man. Like with me, it kind of is the same. Like I have an addictive personality, I guess, because like I started with wanting to just do the Endless Waltz kits, and I was like, I'll stop. But then I saw like the Verka new Gundam, and I was like, that looks fun. So then I bought that, and then I saw the Verka RX-78, and I was like, that looks pretty cool. And now I'm about to, I think it's the Verka Unicorn. So I fucked up.
Dude. I feel that, dude. Go ahead.
You said you try and take it easy with Gunpla. Why is that?
Huh?
You said you try and take it easy with the Gundams. Why is that?
Just because I know myself, like I'll end up spending $1,000 on shit that I'm like, I have no connection to this one whatsoever, but it looks cool, so I'm gonna buy it.
What's your favorite line to collect?
Favorite line just of anything?
Yeah.
Black Series.
It is.
That's where I sink most of my money into. Black Series and
I lost him.
Sorry about that. Popped my earphone out. But
no problem.
I do that, and then the lightsabers form as well. Like I don't know. That's where all my money goes into. It's a giant pit. It's a waste. Okay.
Yeah, the lightsabers seem to just be growing in popularity every one that they release.
Yeah, I actually just picked up the Darth Revan that they put out, I think a few days ago or a few weeks ago.
Yep.
So I finally got my pre-order in, and I've just been fucking around with that since I got it. I sleep with it, so it's pretty dope.
Dude, I don't blame you there, man. Especially the price range at those things, and that thing looks fucking sweet too. That one and Asajj's, I like. Those would be the only two that I would even care to collect. But like, I have. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say I have some of like the Disney ones, and I have some Black Series. Like I have the Black Series Darth Maul one, and I'm a huge Darth Maul fan. And like, that's probably, I mean, it's obviously my favorite one, but even then, like, I don't really give a shit for any of the other ones because like Darth Maul is dope, and then just the Asajj's like whole like design of her lightsaber is so sweet. Yes, dude. So, and then like even Count Dooku's, like I would like to have his as well, just because like it's fucking Count Dooku. What do you like? Who could even say they dislike him?
I mean, I don't want to brag or nothing, but I totally have all of those. So
yeah, I know. I've seen your stuff multiple times. It's just like, man, let me get Dom on here so he can talk about some of his stuff.
With that said, Dom, what would you say are your top 3 figures or things in your collection?
Top 3 figs? Probably for sentimental value. I have a Black Series Boba Fett, the original, the orange line.
Oh yeah.
My brother, he bought me that for my birthday, like almost I think when the figure came out, before it was like super sought after, I guess. Mm-hmm. So I have that's what honestly launched me into it. He got me that. He got me the Proto Fett that came out like a few years after.
Yeah.
And then I was telling Damien, once he got me the Proto Fett, I just went online and I was looking it up. I really never paid too much attention to him. And then I was like, oh, that clone trooper looks cool. That Anakin Skywalker figure looks cool. So I ended up putting it all in my cart and just rode that roller coaster straight into hell.
I think we all as collectors can feel that spiritually, because that's exactly how I am. When I got fucking my Diamond Select Darth Maul, like after that, dude, it was just straight to hell. Like even when I started getting some Black Series, like I got my first one, I was like, damn, dude, that'd be sick to have that one. Then I found General Grievous and the GameStop. I was like, fuck, I need that. So it's just like, I think a lot of it is just like compulsive buying. Like you see them in person, it's just like, damn, this looks sick. And like, so the price range doesn't even fucking matter. You're just like, man, I got this shit. So that's how I am, because Dylan will tell you, like, I don't really buy shit. Like, I'll contemplate it, I'll think about, I'll pre-order something and I'm just like, nah, I don't fucking need that, and just cancel the pre-order, I'll buy something and then just sell it right after. So yeah, that's kind of my known persona on the show.
Firm but fair. I'll take that. I mean, I don't know. I don't compulsively buy. Like I definitely I don't know. Like I know there's like obviously, completionists and stuff, but I'm not that way. Like I buy things that I guess resonate with me. I have a connection to. Like
Mhm.
me and my brothers used to game super hard on KOTOR. So the Darth Revan figure over my shoulder, that's one of my favorites as well. Once I heard the announcement for that, I was like, I gotta get that. There's no way I'm not getting that.
Hashtag remake KOTOR, please.
Please, digital remaster, please.
Yes.
Hopefully on like PS5 or some shit, bro. That'd be so sick.
Oh my god, I'd cry tears of wonderful joy.
Did you do you have both of the Black Series Darth Revens or just the original?
I only got the original. I don't know why, because I know where the light side Revan comes from, and I don't play that game, so I don't really have anything towards that figure. So I don't hate it. I think it looks great, but I have like no personal connection to it, so I'm just like, eh.
Yeah, I personally wasn't a big fan of it. I didn't really give two shits for the white robe and the brown leather chest piece. I just overall like the original concept of him. It just looks so much fucking sick. It's so much thicker, dude.
I felt like he would just melt. Like he looks like white chocolate. So I'm just like, no.
Oh my god, dude. I can visualize that so well.
Like you just come home one day and that motherfucker's just dripping on the counter,
So, I got some breaking news in from Hot Toys, but first, before we kick into it, we want to thank our friends over at Waddle Scrapyard for sponsoring this week's episode of Smalltalk.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Sean.
Dom, not 100% sure if you dove into Hot Toys at all, but they just announced a pre-order for Lando Calrissian from Empire Strikes Back.
Ooh. Sounds hot. Just like the toys.
Nice.
That was bad. I'm sorry.
That was your dad joke. That was your dad joke for the day.
Yeah, no more.
Well, that doesn't excite me at all.
No, you're not a big Lando fan?
I really don't care for him. Like
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Well, no, what are you gonna say, Dylan? I want to hear what you have to say.
I was just gonna say he was just a big hole in a lot of people's collection for Star Wars. I know that was a big one. Him and Bespin Han are some of the most like asked for figures, it seems like, from on the Star Wars end for Hot Toys.
Yeah, Lando is just another Luke for me. Like I really don't care.
Dom, isn't Black Series kind of blowing it on the Empire Strikes Back side of things too?
A little bit. Like they're kind of getting better because it's the 40th anniversary, so they're starting to pump out a little bit more like Empire stuff, but. Most of the figures that they did have for it came out years ago. Like,
they're like
been Luke and
repacks and stuff.
Yeah, so they're kind of doing that, but I don't know. I would love to see a Lobot. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, nice.
So have you guys got anything new?
Ooh, I actually got.
I know this motherfucker lives on getting shit every week.
No, I don't know if I actually got anything. I actually got some things for if we decide to do some giveaways. Let me grab them real quick. But for things that I specifically got new, I haven't really gotten anything.
Well, that was backwards. Okay.
Just give me a second. I'll show you what I got for. I don't know. I'm not going to keep it for myself, but. Dom, what'd you get new?
Oh man, so today I went to GameStop. I got a Time Force Red Ranger.
Okay.
I saw that. I used to watch the hell out of Time Force, so I was like, I'm gonna snag that real fast. Don't know if y'all know what Gashapon is, but it's like they're like kind of like I guess like the crank machines in Japan.
Okay.
They have like Gundam heads for those in GameStop, so I found some of those and I pulled the heads I actually wanted, so that was pretty cool.
Is that what I think Zach talked about those one time? Not 100% sure on that.
They're pretty cool. I mean, the only thing that's a little disappointing for me is that they don't have the Gundam that I want, which is Heavy Arms, but I mean, I still like the RX-78, so I'm good.
Those are pretty clean.
So got the 40th anniversary Snowspeeder Luke Skywalker repack.
That's
Miami.
Cute. Marvel Legends The Thing.
I legit thought that was like Brock Lesnar, dude.
This thing is actually so heavy.
It
Like,
is. Even
it's
out of
like-
package, dude, that thing is fucking heavy. I have that on my shelf.
You do?
Yeah, that thing is heavy as fuck. Like, that's
Yeah.
a legit paperweight right there, dude.
Right. He's pretty cool. And then I actually just beat the game. And I just saw him in the store, so I picked the Captain
Okay,
America up from the
so
Avengers
without
game.
spoiling anything, how was that game? Because
I was just about to ask.
It does not I would say it's everything that you would expect out of like an Avengers video game.
Hell yeah.
Like people just I think expected it to be like game changing, literally, like for the entire video game world. And it's like an Avengers game is not gonna do that. It's for what it is of just, going in and beating the shit out of people and robots, and it's perfectly fine. I had a ton of fun playing with all the different characters, and I feel like it's got a lot more replayability within it, because now I want to play with my friends with it, who have all said that they're going to get it. So yeah, I definitely I enjoyed it for sure.
So would you say, did you ever play Marvel Alliance?
I did not, but I've heard a lot of things about it.
Well, then I can't even ask if it compares because you didn't
Yeah.
play it. Fucking slacker.
You mean like Ultimate Alliance, or?
Yeah.
I used to love the fuck out of that game.
Yeah, that was the one game I enjoyed, especially when like you hooked up a Blade and shit, and like Blade is fucking sick, dude. But okay, well, I was curious about that game, but it just looked so It didn't look like it really had a lot to offer. I've been fucking stuck in Ghost of Tsushima, and my buddy just lent me The Last of Us 2, and so
that's my next one.
I'm too stuck in Ghost of Tsushima to even want to give The Last of Us 2 some time. So yeah, I hope they make a figure of that, and then I'm gonna get that, just like I'm gonna get the figure for Sekiro, because I'm a Sekiro fan, because I'm one of those people. Anyways, but I got nothing new as usual, except for video games. Does that count? Does that count as something new?
If you wanted to.
I don't like
it
that
counts
answer.
towards your video game collection, so
I don't even have a video game. You know how many games I have?
like
I have a lot, but I didn't buy them. My brother buys them, and I just come and download them because, I'm that guy.
Hell yeah.
But
you let your friends buy the movie, but you get the digital copy.
boom.
One of the moochers.
Rude. I give them something, sometimes I give them like some ramen packages or some shit. See, I give them something back. I'm just not a take and receive kind of person.
Oh,
You're just a take.
Shut up, Dylan. Anyways, let's start off with some Mezco. How about that Mezco minute? Is this one going to be a minute? We're about to find out.
Yeah, so I actually got this guy in hand, just the regular release of Supreme Knight. Love him. He's really cool. He comes with the second cape, if anyone remembers, with the wire in it. So he comes with 2 capes. I was worried about the head popping off too easy because it's magnetized. I'm still, yeah, it's like, it's got a magnet. I'm like pointing on my stupid screen.
Yeah, thank you for that.
It's got like a magnet under the cowl, and I was worried it was going to come off too easy, and it does come off easy, but it doesn't affect posability, so that's fine with it. I don't know if I really would prefer them to do that from here on out. I don't really think I would, but I understand them needing to do it to add in 2 capes, add in an additional cape. But just today for Batman Day, which is 9/19, I don't. Actually, I'm a Batman fan, and I don't even know why that's considered Batman Day.
I was going to ask, like, what does that even mean?
But anyways, for it, Mezco announced their MDX version of Supreme Knight, which is this guy, except he's just all black, and it almost looks like he's missing his emblem that's on his chest, or it's smaller. My other complaint, looking at the proto pics here, is I was worried the emblem was going to look too thick. Like it looks like fake, like fondue or something,
I see that, and it looks it's weird.
Yeah, in hand he looks so much better. It's not that big. It doesn't look that terrible. Mezco is they constantly fall to the terrible proto picks somehow, whereas like everyone else, but in the high end markets, the opposite way around. He did come with like a weird crease in his right hip that I couldn't get out. I had to like hold his pants straight, and it eventually kind of came out. But that was really the only like, if there's such a thing as a defect, calling that would be really the only thing I
Damn,
had.
someone
But
blew out his hip? That's fucked up.
yeah, I enjoy them. The pre-order for the MDX is $9.19. So in 2 days from recording today, and it's going up 1:00 Eastern time.
Which means none of y'all will get this.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
But I will say, dude, this thing looks fucking sick. If only I had a reason or something for this to go with, I would dead ass get it. But I have nothing for it to go with, so you know me. But I do like it. I like this one a lot compared to all the other ones we've talked about with Mezco. So just because it just looks sick, dude.
They get a lot of hate for all the Batman releases they have, which you can't blame them. They've done a ton of them. But this one looks, it's well received by everyone. It's crazy because they've done so many releases and the Mezco community isn't really sick of them yet, it seems like. I know a big thing that they want are updated Superman figures, but Dom, do you have any Mezco, or are you planning on getting this guy?
I've seen some pretty cool Mezcos, but I don't own any personally. But I don't know, man. This thing looks pretty good. But like you said, looking at the photos, I mean, they look decent, but definitely, I feel like it's definitely one of those things where like before I make any sort of judgment call, I gotta hold it.
Yeah. If you find a comic book shop that has Mezcos in person, that's the way to do it, because their proto picks never do them justice. But
yeah, and unfortunately, where I live, we suck, and there's no Mezco anything. So
yeah.
Well, there is. I recently stumbled upon a comic book store in Temple, and they sell figures like this, dude.
Oh,
shit, you not. It had fucking hole in the wall, and I was like, "Oh shit, what is this?" But that was fast. Look at that, almost a minute.
Hold on.
Oh, that's a beautiful side.
You missed
missed nothing.
We won't have pictures of them, but I added this, I think, like a little probably after you got the picture for this. But Mezco also released last week Doc Nocturnal from their Rumble Society. This is like it was another swag set. Doc Nocturnal is part of kind of the whole, they call it Rumble Society, but it's essentially like their Mezco universe type thing.
Okay.
And a lot of people were interested in the body because it looks like it's a really good body, but it's a small one. A lot of people are saying it's probably the Spider-Man body from what they used for Spider-Man Homecoming, or probably Far From Home actually now. And so it's a good body, but it's very short. Doc Nocturnal, they've teased him on packaging before. He's got like a skull for a head, and it actually has hinged jaws on there, which is kind of cool. Accessories, he comes with a death ray, Hades Inferno grenades, removable goggles, gas mask.
Wait, isn't Dark Nocturnal the one? He's the Phantom Knight, right? The one with the skull face?
Yeah, kind of. I know a lot of people were calling him like a Phantom Knight type thing, but yeah, the description for him, just so everyone knows who he is. Straight from the serial screens, radio shows, and pulp pages of yesteryear comes the hunter of horrors, Dr. Nocturnal. Hidden away in Nocturnal Tower, the Phantom Knight quietly observes the infernal region for anomalies while perfecting the ancient practice of necroalchemy. It is shrouded in darkness, wearing a hooded, leather-like sleeveless tunic with skull insignia, fitted bodysuit, removable cloak, and modular utility belts.
So basically just imagine a hooded Ghost Rider without the flames on his head. And he's got a gun.
It'd be pretty sick.
Yeah, I would say the only thing he's got in common with Ghost Rider is he's got a skull for a head. But
well, that's what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, the gas mask actually looks cool. He comes with a 48-page magazine format comic book,
Who's got time to read that?
which is kind of nice because they came out with comic books before, but they're all like 5 pages, not very good.
So
and
who told
then
them to make 42-page comic where they just like, our fans love these. Let's just extend it an extra 35 pages.
They'll buy it. It's okay.
yeah,
Exactly. But I will say the
pretty
figure
much.
looks dope. I wish
Yeah.
we would have added it on here, but what's
I
up,
think-
Bite the? I don't know who you are, but welcome.
I think it goes into them trying to build this universe up. Like they're gonna most likely eventually try and, I'm sure, come out with an official comic book line, like
Mhm.
where they'll actually be creating their own comic books down the road. That is something I can definitely see them do to try and expand on the universe and get everyone something to reference things to.
So Gomez will be eventually involved in this then, right?
It's the same universe, yes.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they'll eventually be in the same comic book.
Right. How they fit in, not entirely sure. Rumble Society, another part of Rumble Society is Baron Benz, the aqua guy, like the water guy with the aqua fish.
Yeah, I know what you're
things.
talking about. The weird looking Aquaman with a manta head sculpt.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, and this also came with a T-shirt, of course, which has been their next big thing, and then retro wax pack collectible card set. So
Wow.
yeah, a lot of people, the reason why they like some of the things like the card sets, some of the tacky things, is mainly because they tease upcoming next releases. It's kind of smart by them because they essentially make you pay for their own marketing. That's kind of a smart business model by
Oh yeah.
That actually is pretty
Mesco
smart.
with it.
Mesco's starting to gain my heart a little more at each show.
Putting in a little bit more effort there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will I buy a figure? Probably not, but they still have my heart.
Yeah, but the swag set again drives the price up, which people aren't impressed with at all, which makes it $112. It's not the worst swag set they've had. Like we've seen it almost 170, 200 before.
Yeah.
But it's not the best. Everyone would really prefer if they would just stick with the anywhere from the 85 to 90 range, like what they typically do.
Well, sometimes the shirts are pretty expensive, so
Right.
if you think about it, a shirt is what, like $20? So
Roughly.
that's pretty much where it comes from, and then you get the comic book basically for, I guess, somewhatly free in a way, if you think about it, profit wise. But
right, but the main thing is what a lot of collectors wish they would do is have a swag set and then just a set for the figure.
Yeah,
So
so
you
I
weren't-
get what you're saying. So like
Yeah,
a
you
regular
weren't-
edition, then a collector's edition.
Right, essentially. So you weren't forced into paying for a swag set for people that don't want it.
Yeah, because sometimes I don't want a shirt with someone that I don't know on it.
Right. So yeah, that's all we got from Mezco.
Let's dive into some Mafix.
Oh yeah, so this one is Psylocke, the comic book version. And per usual, they did 2 releases, but a lot of people were making jokes, and now I can't unsee it.
Oh.
Well,
About-
you're gonna tell us, right?
Looks like she's got a bulge. So there's pictures of people like zooming in on it, and
no.
people thinking that they like reuse like a waist from like Spider-Man or someone else maybe. And yeah, so I
God
thought
damn it!
that was kind of funny, but
You can see a little bit now.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
see like the crease, right?
right,
Is that
you
just
can't unsee it.
Oh,
Pretty, fuck.
More glasses for me today.
Yeah,
Go ahead, take them
but
off. It blurs it up, right? Just nice enough where you can barely notice.
It just looks blue. It's just
Yeah.
a blue
It's a
spectacle.
blue blur.
but yeah, people are really jacked about this. I know a lot of X-Men fans always want a Psylocke in their collection, so it seems like Mafex is just going all out with their lines. Like with an X-Men line, with like the certain comic book lines of Batman, and like they're diving deep in all of it, so good for them.
Yeah, really fucking diverse. I will say that.
Speaking of which, Speaking of which, oh yeah, there's all her effects she comes with. That's probably the coolest thing with Mofex is the effects that they include with theirs.
Those are always on point.
They don't get you don't get any cloth to hide the bulge, so prepare.
Do you have any Mofex, Dom?
No, but I was definitely trying to get the Mofex Venom and Spidey for the obvious reasons.
So I have the comic book painted Spidey, and I'll be honest, thing was awesome, but it's got that hip problem where the hip pops off super easy. So you have to when you get it, play around with it before your return period is up to make sure that you don't have that issue for sure.
Firm but fair. Definitely something I need to check on.
Do that. Gotta work on it, man. Make sure that hip's in lock.
Yeah, speaking of diversity in the Batman comic book lines, they finally released the Joker from the Batman Hush line from Mofex. So they're pretty much completing the lines, is what it looks like all the way through. Like they've already had what, like 5 releases from the Hush line, like 2 Batman, Hush himself, Joker, and I think, or Catwoman, Superman, I think, is coming, or either up for pre-order already. Yeah, I think he might be up for pre-order already. Yeah, they have like 6 or 7 in this Batman Hush line, which is awesome. I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to just keep it to the Batman figures. Just kind of keep it simple for some of them. I am thinking about getting Hush because there's not many good figures on for the small high end area of things with them. But Dom, do you know if Legends has done a Hush? Or no, that wouldn't be Legends.
No, I think
oh my god,
Multiverse, isn't it?
Yeah, that'd have to be DC, and I don't think they might have done it a while back, but
no, yeah. I don't think they've done a Hush version, or at least I haven't seen any in the store. So
yeah, I haven't seen McFarlane release that yet, but yeah, that's really cool of them. The way they're diving into all the lines they're doing head first.
See, I almost messed up and put the fucking Real Action Heroes fucking Hush Joker on here because I was like, oh shit, there's a picture with Joker and Batman. I can do a size comparison. And then I realized it was Real Action Heroes. I was like, damn it.
You did that before, you son of a bitch.
I don't need you fucking calling me out, dude. Okay? You should have been like, good job, Damien. You didn't fuck up again.
Good job, Damien. You didn't fuck up again.
It's not so bad this time around.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's all I needed to hear.
But hey, McFarlane, they again had an update to their Spawn. I believe Dean covered it on Collecting Weekly, so we won't dive too much into it because we could have a segment every show about it probably.
Yeah.
But this one is actually just a preview of the 7-inch.
You got this. You can do this.
Which Batman figure is this? I completely lost it.
I said White Knight.
Oh, yeah. It's from the White Knight. Sorry.
Damn it.
I didn't hear you.
Yes, you did. Get your shit together, man.
Can
we talk about how dope McFarlane's Batmans are coming out, man?
They do look pretty fucking amazing.
Can we talk about that? Because
please.
I was
on his game, bro.
I was so close to getting one the other day when I was kind of out and about in the stores. I think GameStop had a bunch of good ones. Even Best Buy had a ton on display too.
I'm just a Batman fan, not get the Batman figures. What's wrong with you?
I'll eventually have to get one because I think you and Jason talked me into it because of the scale for the Storm Collectibles Bane, but because they scale so well with him.
Exactly.
But also McFarlane, we don't have any pictures yet. I know they've released them, but we haven't really added them in here. We'll wait till they become official. But McFarlane released, or pictures leaked, of them releasing 7-inch figures for the new Dune movie. Have you guys seen the trailer for that yet?
Oh, Dune! I thought you said Doom. You loser! I got those figures right here.
Oh, nice.
Those don't look so bad.
But I haven't seen the trailer for it. Everyone's like raving about it, and I'm just like, I need to watch it. But
Yeah.
It's pretty decent. I think they're saying that this time around they're going to follow way closer to the books. So
yeah, and apparently these 4 are all. It's Build-A-Figure set, so I think they all come with a body piece.
what are they building?
It is Batista's character.
Ooh.
I can't remember what he's called. It's like Baron Vladimir Harkonnen.
That's a long fucking name.
I think.
That's crazy.
Could you
I
imagine
think that's what they build.
having to remember that fucking name? Who are we going against? Vladimir, Barthomir, Babababir.
Yeah. A lot of people were kind of making fun of the Oscar Isaac head sculpt, though. He's the one on the way left. That's Poe Dameron. So a lot of people were saying that he looked like someone completely different, but
Wait, hold up. The guy with a goatee?
on the way left.
Yeah, that is a hard departure from Oscar Isaac.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure, like, that looks nothing like him.
Right.
I feel like he just has a hard face to put in figure form.
Black Series had a hell of a time fucking getting his shit right, dude. He always looked wonky as hell.
Got it right. That's the thing.
It was like a fucking mere child. I'm just like, who is this? What are they doing?
Goofy.
Fucking wonky ass eyeballs.
I'm saying, dude.
But yeah, that's it for McFarlane. And then there's a ton of Super 7 news.
7. We talked about Super 7, what was it, last episode, and their diverse fucking line that they're doing. God damn, dude, they're like extending that shit, and it's getting better. Like, Super 7 needs to relax here, man.
Yeah,
like,
Wallace can only put out so much.
And they're like, I mean, I talked so much shit when we started first talking about Super 7, and I'm slowly creeping into that door like a creep. Like, bro, I think I'm gonna start this line. So yeah, like, this shit's fucking dope, man. I like where they're going with their stuff.
Yeah, you'll have to let me know what you think. I still have never owned one, but yeah, what's on the screen right now, they came out with the Wave 4 set of 4 figures. That's Snowman of Hook Mountain, Linkso, Monkian, and Pumra.
These dumbass names. I never liked Thundercats.
Do you collect Thundercats, Tom?
No, but I thought about it. Again, it's one of those things where I try to, if I put too much thought into it, I'm just going to buy everything.
Yeah.
So I pick my battles very very selectively, I guess. But no,
gotcha.
Me and my uncle kind of bond on Thundercats, so that seeing anything Thundercats makes me want to go, let me get that from my uncle, and he's never going to appreciate it.
Yeah, that's true. That's the thing, is the big crowd for Thundercats is probably a little past the collecting ages. Yeah. Where I know a lot of people always, Zach and Dean, the last couple of shows have been getting into the new Planet of the Apes movies, and they're talking about like the lack of figures there. And my biggest theory is essentially the Planet of the Apes fans are always going to be the elderly ones, so that watched them when they first came out, and that blew their minds away. Yeah. And unfortunately, you know, that crowd kind of passed for collecting, and I just think, I don't know, I don't really see Planet of the Apes ever coming back for collecting wise, just because of that. But because I know NECA started to, and they quit after like wave 2 or something, wave 2 or 3. They didn't make it very far. They realized
that all their fucking collectors were dead.
Yeah. To put it, Jesus.
You know what line would be dope, and if even if Super 7 did it, which I kind of would see them doing it, it would be fucking gargoyles. That would be
hell yes. That'd be one they could blow out.
And I feel like Super 7 would be the perfect like company to do it, seeing as how they're doing so well with the Thundercats and whatnot. So I feel like that would be sick. I'm about to send them an email, be like, look, bro, this is me. Do this, because you're like, the fans of Gargoyles are still alive. Absolutely. You would win.
Dom, did you?
Are still here, so please.
Exactly.
Yeah, no kidding. Did you watch that show, Dom?
Oh hell yeah, dude! I fucked with that heavy back in the day. So yeah, dude.
Oh,
They put
love
any gargoyles out. I'm probably gonna scoop some.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's something that needs to be done. So Super 7 will kind of run through these because, like I said, they had a bunch. They did a 3.75-inch figures, a bunch of different releases here. They did a 3-pack of Run DMC into their Reaction Retro line. So it's the three guys. They looks like it's going to be in shops January 13th. It's going to be $54. They're also doing Motorhead Lemmy V2, so version 2. And this one also is going to be January 13th. And this is $18. And then this one's actually pretty cool. Notorious B.I.G. This one is going to. This is just like, so if everyone isn't aware, their Reaction Retro figure line is just like a 5-point articulation line.
Yeah.
But this one's gonna be $18 and also January 13th. And then we get into Mars Attacks. Looks like they're gonna do a couple there. They're gonna do Mars Attacks destroying a dog reaction. Mars Attacks Invasion Begins reaction figure. Did you guys ever watch that movie?
Yes.
I haven't seen that for so long, and I want to see it, and I don't know where I can watch it at.
Go buy the movie. Like,
I saw it on
Target has
TV not too long ago, but I can't tell you what channel it was on. But I was like, man, this is as cheesy as I remember it.
Yeah, like when you're 8 years old watching it, and you're like, man, this is cheesy. That's when you know it's bad.
I don't know, dude. Growing up, when I first watched it, I was like, damn, dude, that'd be fucking scary. It was like a horror movie to me, and then I realized, like, I rewatched it, and I was like, this motherfucker is singing to a deer and a bird. Like, there's something. This ain't right.
I just remember being scared of the part when like he dresses up as the woman.
Yes, and the facial expressions.
Yeah,
that shit was terrifying. And then they killed the dog, bro.
That part is freaky.
Yeah, but then like that big old black dude just running around punching them all and like killing them and shit. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah. So there's also Mars Attacks Burning Flesh reaction figure. That's the one in the upper right hand corner.
Oh, I thought that was something from like Halloween or something.
There's Czarface reaction figure. Not sure if I'm saying that right. Ghost Papa Emeritus 2 reaction figure. And Old Dirty Bastard. And then these are what Damien's gonna get. SpongeBob SquarePants figures. Got it's like Patrick and
Mr. Krabs, Squidward, SpongeBob.
Yeah. And then there's Slayer Born of Fire reaction figure and Venom Black Metal version 2. Glow in the Dark version.
Wait, it glows in the dark?
I know that.
Yeah, because the original one I think isn't he red? I think he's just plain red.
Yeah. That sold me, bro. I gotta have that glow in the dark. So when people are like, "Yo, you worship Satan," I'm just like, "Did you see my glow in the dark figure? Come on now."
And then you could be like, "Only in the dark."
Surprise, motherfucker!
Satan everywhere.
Satan everywhere. And then yeah, there's a bunch of child play, evil Chucky, good guys Chucky. And then there's Ghost Mummy Dust Papa.
That just sounds erotic.
And then there's a bunch of Halloween figures. They did Laurie Strode, Michael Myers from Halloween 2. And then they did a bunch of Iron Maiden, Power Slave, Pharaoh, Eddie, Killer's Eddie.
Who collects this? Like who deadass goes out of their way to get Eddie figures? Like
those diehard Iron Maiden fans.
Are these people who collect the Planet of the Apes figures?
I swear there's Iron Maiden everything. Iron Maiden fans come out and tell Damien that you collect this stuff. Make him shut up.
In the chat, your pictures of your full back tattoo of coming out.
There's the Aces High Pilot and the Trooper Soldier Eddie. And then there's a bunch of Nightmare Before Christmas figures. These actually might be of interest to people. I know this is actually a pretty big movie with our generation too. It's kind of a cult classic. There's Harley Quinn, Demon, Jack, Mayor, Witch, Vampire, and Sally reaction figures from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Beautiful, except for those Eddie figures. But, you can't pick and choose. Thank you.
I don't know. I think I'd fuck with those Eddie figures. The whole thing kind of seems pretty good. I'd probably pass on the Child's Play stuff, though.
Well, I guess we found our Eddie collector.
I'm not an Eddie collector, but I do appreciate a good Eddie when it comes my way.
Do you collect any other horror figures?
No, but our NECA selection at Walmart is like phenomenal. So I've been viewing like a bunch of the Halloweens, and I think we got the what was it? Friday the 13th Part 5, Jason.
Oh yeah.
So really digging that. We also just got in like the King Kongs and the Predators and stuff. So it's hard not to bust out the wallet every time I walk down that aisle because I'm just like, fuck.
I have a tough time from those. I don't know. I'll have to see one of those King Kongs in person to see if I want one of them. Because we kind of shit on them right away in the show, but from what I've seen, they've been bad pictures. And people actually posing them, he looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks pretty decent. I will say that any sort of photography for it doesn't do it any sort of justice. Looks way better in hand. And I think there's like a lot of the battle damage detail too, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's definitely be big, because if I would get it, it'd probably be just to put them with most likely my SH Figure Arts Godzilla or something like that.
Or you just add them to the box collection in the closet, that too.
Yeah.
And here we are with Funko. So Funko released a whole set of zombie Marvel figures. Well, I wouldn't say figures, but pops. And this guy didn't make it. Didn't make the cut.
Yeah, so
I guess with timing and all,
that's why I'm guessing it's kind of interesting. Funko does not cancel things really, but a lot of people are saying it's probably a good move by them to not cash in on a zombie version of him. It's just bad timing at this point. I know some people were saying it was still slated for 2021, and it's also from the comics, so isn't 100% representing him, but it's probably a reasonable decision.
Yeah.
So Jason Nelson said he just got Kong today. He is cool, and that he does plan on doing some pictures either tonight or tomorrow. So there you go, Dylan. Maybe you'll change your mind about it.
Post them, Jason. But yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? So I guess to kind of backtrack, Dean and Zach lately have been having the conversations about the morality of putting up like the Hot Toys Black Panther. I think like a bunch of other collecting lines have been doing that with the Black Panther figures, where they've been listing them in groups for sale for way over asking price, and they've been selling, is the sad part. My biggest thing with that, and I was talking to someone, it was actually Amanda's brother-in-law I was talking about with him, and he had a good point. Who's more messed up in the fact of what changed with the figure to make someone pay that amount besides him dying? Like, I can't tell you the reason you liked it, but is it more messed up that this person listing him for more money because he died, or someone actually wants the figure now because he died? Like, nothing changed about the figure, Like, that's
a hell of a theory to think about, because
I feel like you could put it on both of those though, but yeah,
exactly. I'm not saying like one is better than the other, but it's just like, yeah, like what you said, Dom. Like, why does it matter if he's dead or not on how much you want the figure? Why, if he dies, then all of a sudden you want it? Why does that make a difference?
I feel like they want it because, overall, in time the figure's going to be worth a pretty hefty value. I feel like that's possibly why, because they didn't want it from the get-go. Why the fuck all of a sudden do they want it now?
I think
So
it's
that's-
also kind of like a market thing too, because the same thing happened with like anything Princess Leia when Carrie Fisher died.
That's true.
Like, suddenly everything was, the Black Series figures were 100, the Pez dispensers were like 300, and
Oh my god.
but it was also temporary too, so it didn't last very long. She kind of died, and I think 2 months after that, everything was back to normal. But that's also not to say that that's going to happen here, because I think, at least with Black Panther, they kind of hold it a little bit more higher esteem, just purely because of the cultural impact that he had, especially recently. But I don't know. Thinking about it, man, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Both sides of it, trying to profit off the death, but then at the same time, you only want it because they died.
Right, exactly.
Did I tell you, Dylan, that I went on Macari and saw someone was selling a Funko for it was a Black Panther Funko, and it was like they were trying to sell it for I think it's like $200. And so I went on there and I was like, I sent them a whole ass message. I was like, it's pretty trash to be trying to make a profit off of someone's death. And so after I sent that, it was a couple hours later, I got back on there and it was like price dropped for Black Panther Funko from $100 to $50.
Really?
Yeah, dude. And then I was like, okay, so I stayed watching it. And then I got back on the next day and the person completely removed the post and deleted themselves. I'm just like,
damn. God.
I'm surprised he didn't hit you with that, but bro, I spent gas to go get it.
Yeah.
Dude, I didn't even get a message back. I expected to I was checking on there to see if they were gonna message me back. I never got a message back. I'm like, yeah, you fucking bitch.
They knew they were wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That's so funny you say that, Dom, because that's a big thing in the Black Series and the Legends market, isn't it? With the upcharge, like when the Captain Cardinal came out, when I got that from Target, everyone was selling them for $45, $50, and the people selling them, that's what they were using to defend them was hey, I went to the store and my inconvenience cost me that much.
I'm providing a service for you, so I woke up this morning, I took a shit, I had to use toilet paper.
Yeah.
I my ass today. My wife gave me a kiss, smudged some of her lipstick on my forehead. That's got to be, So yeah, I gotta pay. I need you to at least meet me in the middle with $180.
Yeah.
Oh God.
What's up, Dean? Welcome, my dude.
So, speaking of which, Dom, you actually, you have experience with Walmart, and I know a big hot topic is with some of the smaller or not smaller lines, I should say bigger lines of figures, with Marvel Legends and Black Series. They've been doing exclusives to both Walmart and Target, and it's been a nightmare to get some of those. I can vouch. Target, at least, I've been able on release day, the Captain Cardinal. After I read that Captain Phasma book, I was really bummed that I missed out on the pre-order because it was gone in 3 seconds.
Yeah.
And luckily, I went on the day, the release date, and they actually had Captain Cardinal, and so I just ordered it and went and picked it up. But the Walmart, I know a lot of Black Series fans are bummed out about the exclusives for the Clone Wars, the Ahsoka Tano, the what is it, 332nd figure?
Yeah.
The Maul Legion.
It was the for the Death Watch, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
And then it was the clones, the Ahsoka clones or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. When it comes to exclusives, I mean, I don't want to speak for the whole company because every Walmart's different. My Walmart, when it comes to exclusives or figures, period, we get bottom of the barrel. So
yeah.
We just barely got the new, not new, they're not really new anymore, but it's the Power Rangers Lightning Collection.
Yeah.
We just got the one with the blue Zeo Ranger in it. So that just shows you how far back we are.
God damn.
But I will say, like, when it comes to it, all depends. Like, the more higher selling stores will definitely get more exclusives. Like, I know we saw that with what was it, the carbonized Jet Trooper.
Oh
My
yeah,
store got none, like, because we
really?
suck when it comes to sales, even with Black Series. And but the store that's like 5 minutes down the way, they got like all of them. There was like an endless supply there. uh
Wow.
so it all kind of, like, the one thing I will say to like collectors when it comes to both like availability in Walmart and just anything in general is, it, like, a lot of people think that when you go down the aisle, or like what we do is we go down the aisle and see what's there. And so, like, if there's like two figures sitting there, we're like, oh, they're still here, so they're waiting to be sold. But what ends up happening is and I'm pretty sure most people know anyway, but what ends up happening is, like, we don't have the ability to get more until those figures leave. So if
Mm,
there's like a figure that's just sitting in the store for 2 years, sometimes they'll flat out cancel it just because they're like, well, this has been here for 2 years, no one's buying it. So this store doesn't need Black Series, or it doesn't need Marvel Legends.
right.
So, and that happens a lot of places. So I usually say, even like with peg warmers, it's like, if you don't scoop it up like immediately, not immediately, but if you don't do it in a timely fashion, like, they slowly but surely phase shit out, and it sucks, and I hate it. But essentially, like, warehouse won't send you anything until your inventory says 0.
Gotcha. Yeah, that I can definitely see that, and that makes sense. Where so I, as everyone knows, I was big into NECA Alien and Predators.
Mhm.
That's kind of what got me into collecting from the start.
Hell yeah.
And like later on, actually, like in the when Toys R Us was still, primed and ready to go, ours actually in our town didn't have much, but what they did have, I always bought. I'm like, I'm paying a couple dollars more than what I could maybe like online with free shipping, but I'm like, I'll just get it here. I'd rather have it here now and in person. And I would get it, and slowly over time, it went from like one rack of Alien Predators to like 3 or 4 racks across there. So that would make sense. Not saying me specifically is the reason why they upped their amount,
Yeah.
but I think it obviously because they expanded their line a lot more. But yeah, eventually started running into people there who were doing the same thing, which I never would have thought I would have found in my town. So don't feel free to not answer this, but do you get like do you sometimes get like a first dibs on some of these figures?
Yes and no. Like, like, I work in electronics, so I don't work in toys.
Okay.
So, like, we usually deal with like Funkos, NECA, you like Gundam, we do Gundam Universe. So we get kind of more like, I guess, like the high-end collectibles, not so much Black Series, but stuff that's a little bit more than $20, 30, 40 up. That's really where we kick in. So sometimes you can get away with, like, like, oh, I found it first, so I'm just gonna stash it over here.
Yeah.
But it also all depends too, because I'm not the kind of asshole where I'm like, oh, it's a wave full of figures that everybody wants, I'm just gonna buy them all.
Yeah.
I'm the guy who, like, even though I work there, like, we finally got the Black Series wave with the Mandalorian with the Beskar armor.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I'm taking the Mando, but I'll leave everything else, because they sold regularly. So, I mean, that whole line, I felt like everybody kind of wanted, so nothing peg warmed.
Right.
But the only reason I found it was because I got there at 7 a.m. before the store opened. So I was like, oh, there it is.
Okay.
But sometimes it all depends on what it is too, because if it's like there was something that came out, I think it was the Beskar Mando for the Funkos, like the really big ones.
Yeah.
I wasn't allowed to touch that.
Really?
And they were like, customers get first dibs. You cannot buy this until the end of your shift. Don't touch it. You can look at it, you can set it up, but you can't buy it. So it all depends, but I know there was a Walmart around here recently, and the dude got fired because they caught on to his bullshit. But he was a scalper and he was working in toys, so everything filtered through him first, so nobody got anything good before he got it.
Wow, that's interesting because right now that's a big hot topic in the G.I. Joe line with Target.
Yeah, I know.
So,
It's
because,
pretty bad.
yeah, because the Cobra Trooper it's a really good figure, don't get me wrong, but it's right now what seems to be one of the more sought after ones, and they cannot get them. And I know so many people are like, my Target has one. I see it on the app in their inventory and the employees. And now, definitely don't think that you should be pestering employees during work hours to go and find them and dig out this figure for you by any means. But I know that this was just a big like joke / rumor that was going on in the groups about talking about the employees.
Oh, I've seen the
banking
memes.
them.
It's like, innocent Target employee, and it's like Rambo sneaking up behind him, like me wanting the G.I. Joe line.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's been an interesting take because you want to say that's almost a should / could be a work perk of getting some of the first dibs to it. It's just like people who work at like a sandwich shop or something get free sandwiches during their shift.
Yeah.
Like to me that's something that just kind of is
like,
fine.
I would say like a big no for us is like I can't go over to like a guy that works in toys and say, hey, when these figures come in, you go through me first, because then somebody's gonna be like, that's fucking fishy.
Yeah. Right.
So like it is kind of
frowned upon.
Yeah, I mean it's still kind of first come first serve, but I do kind of have the advantage of being there before the store opens.
Right.
But at the same time, there's still like a limit on things too. Like sometimes I can get in trouble just for buying something on my shift, like if I'm not at lunch. So like if I came in and I found that Mandalorian and I'm on the clock and I try to buy it, somebody's gonna come to the back and be like, you can't do that. Like they'd almost maybe even make you return it because they're like, that's taking product off the shelf, which is understandable. And then sometimes, like I said, there's even just where they're like, you can't buy this at all. Like it's mostly really for video games, but like I know when the Super Shredder came out, they were like, no employees allowed to buy this. Like customers have to get first.
Really? They did say that, huh?
Yeah. So I don't know what was so special about it, but that like when I came out and I got them, they were like, is that the they don't know what they're talking about. They're like, is that the Ninja Turtle action figure? And I'm like, yeah. They're like, yeah, you can't buy that if you're going to buy it. And I was like, well, I'm not going to buy it right now. They were like, well, no, like customers get first dibs. Like that's from upstairs. And I will say like now there's even, it's pretty cool. Doesn't pertain to me as an employee, but it is pretty cool. We can stop scalpers now because there's a limit to how much you can buy, like because of COVID and everything going on, people are being assholes. It started with the Germex, so everybody's buying out the Germex but selling that tiny little packet for like $100. So because of that, a lot of things are actually limited. So like I think in my department you can't buy more than 2 of the same thing.
Really?
So I can't buy. So like right now we have the Marvel Zombies. We have the Mysterio. That's an exclusive. We got like, and that's another thing too with the exclusives, man. They're weird about them because sometimes they'll send them in droves, and then sometimes they'll send you one, and it's very weird. But like we got like 100 of those Mysterios for the Marvel Zombies, but you can only buy 2 at a time. So it's a way to stop scalping, but for me as a collector, I'm like, that's actually pretty dope because it keeps some guy from coming in and just depleting the shelves,
right.
and selling them obviously on a secondary market just to, I don't know, make
Wow.
a quick penny.
Oh yeah, it's like an in-person bot essentially that keeps from happening. And yeah, that NECA shredder thing, that's interesting because we actually talked about that because there was some drama behind that one because that was a figure that people had orders placed in Australia with a website called Pop Culture, and people had it was Pop Culture and like Culture Shock or something like that. And they had to email all their customers saying NECA isn't letting us or isn't giving us any of these items, so we have to cancel your order.
I heard about that. But I think it's more of a distribution thing.
Yeah, it was because I think it was supposed to be like an exclusive, and the problem with those sites is that they were letting essentially out of country people buy from their website.
Oh, okay.
Something that was supposed to be exclusive in their own country.
Yeah, I could see that. I don't know. Our website is also super fucking weird too, because it operates like Amazon now. I don't know if anybody's noticed that, and it infuriates me to no end because customers are like, "Oh, I see this fucking spatula for like 10 cents."
Yeah,
like, yeah, that's not us. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, they have third-party vendors on there now.
Yeah.
I used to deal with that same shit.
It's fucking, but I don't know, man. Like it's kind of strange. I don't know really what the process is, like who makes those decisions or what, but like I thought it was weird, like I said, with the super shredder for it to like they were like you can't buy them. I was like, okay, well I guess.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I'm guessing that came from above because NECA essentially after they canceled those orders, in a way they had to make it up to their customers in one way or the other.
Yeah, so to make it so that they're not getting fucked out of it.
Right.
They tell the boys like, hey, fuck off for a second.
And NECA already gets a lot of shit because they'll say like, October 1st, find these figures in your Walmarts, and everyone's like, yeah, sure. They're not going to be there. So like that is good to know that there are things that actually happen, and contrary to probably most collectors' beliefs, that try and sway in-person scalpers as much as possible.
I try to do my part, man. Anytime I see some asshole coming up, I'm like, oh, so what you doing with those? You gonna sell them all on Facebook Marketplace or what? What are you doing?
So
you can always tell who they are too because they come in and they have their tax-free cards. I'm like, oh, you're a scalper. You're a fucking asshole.
Oh no.
That's when I start treating them like shit. I'm like, oh, I'm not talking for the rest of this transaction, so just put everything on the table because I'm not. Fuck you.
Yeah, no kidding. That's not something you want to see at all. Especially, and like a lot of people say, the scalpers are people who typically just catch wind of, how hard something is gonna be someday. So like that's what a lot of people are saying with the GI Joes with Target is they think that someone maybe maybe this figure is actually worth something. Then they just give it a quick Google. It's like, oh shit, this is going for the hundreds. Let me scoop this up real quick. And yeah, it's something. It's definitely a touchy subject, but appreciate that, Dom. That's good. That's good insight there.
Absolutely. You ever need to know anything about Walmart? I'm your guy.
You guys ready to jump into some Bandai now?
Yeah.
The Ginyu Force.
I feel like we've talked about him before. I think we did whenever Bandai announced Raccoon with the rest of the Ginyu Force. God forbid I don't know the rest of their names. Burdock. No, it's not. I'm sorry, DBZ fans. It's not Burdock. I cannot remember the rest of the names, but yeah, here he is. He's
up for pre-order.
Yep.
March or it's Q1, I think, of 2021. He'll be released.
Yeah, so DBZ fans, you guys all know that me and Dylan aren't the biggest Dragon Ball Z fans. Dom, are you a DBZ fan?
I do own a set of Dragon Balls, so maybe that makes me a fan.
You talking about the Dragon Balls that come in the box?
Yeah,
Yeah, I know
the
what you're
ones
talking
that are
about.
like the size of a golf ball, though. I got gypped.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna be a lot bigger, and they're like
Yeah,
that
they're
big.
like that big. I was like, fuck.
So did you watch the show, Dom, growing up?
I did. I watched everything up until I think like GT, and then that's when I was like, nah, I'm all right. People becoming monkey people, I'm okay.
Dee and Zach are gonna shun you, but don't worry. We yeah, like Damien said, we're not the biggest fans either. But yeah, this guy, he also comes with the frog accessory. I don't know if we mentioned that.
There you
And
go, Dean helping us out with them. There you go, Birder. See, I was on the right track, but I threw in a dock. So you can't beat me up too much, Dean, because I was on the right track, man.
You were there. You got 1/5 of it.
But yeah, there you guys go. Some Raccoon. On to the good old break. So hit it, Dylan, with that Watto's think.
well, yeah, we want to thank our friends over at Waddle Scrapyard for sponsoring this week's episode of Smalltalk. You can find them on Instagram at Waddle Scrapyard, on Facebook, eBay, I think Instagram as well. They make 3D printed parts, hard to come by Kenner and Hasbro vehicles, as well as resin printed head sculpts of dozens of different characters in the Star Wars universe. If you don't see a character that you like on their Instagram, make sure to send them a message and they can see if they can get a design for you and printed for a reasonable fee. And also in there, just wanted to let you know that is the paintwork on those head sculpts. That is Ian over at you're actually getting work done by him, right, Damien?
Yes, finally, Ian finally received four head sculpts. I didn't know Zach was sending my Asajj head sculpts, but now I feel like a needy bitch because he's got four of my head sculpts, and here it is. So, but yeah, he is knocking out my Oppress, my Darth Maul, and I even sent him my Joker head sculpt from the SW Toys. So I'm excited to see what he does with all of those.
Okay. Yeah, you'll have to definitely show that off when you get those in.
I'm sure Ian will show them off, and then I'll show them off, and it'll just become a whole line of showing off, and it'll be a disaster.
Going to show each other your preciouses.
Yes. Gollum it up. You ever been a Frodo? But on to some NECA, since we were talking about NECA forever.
Yeah, so this is a version 2 of their Ultimate Rhino alien figure. This actually looks... What?
I swear we talk about the Rhino. Every time we talk about NECA, we talk about a fucking Rhino alien.
It does seem like that, because the first one was... It seemed like... Well, because we announced when it got... Like, the pre-order picks first came out. Then we announced when it was up for order, and then we announced when it was released. But yeah, this guy is actually up for order right now, and I think I like this one more than the orange looking Rhino one.
The orange one made no sense. I didn't understand that one.
Yeah, I like him. Now the only thing that really kind of sucks, and I know like we kind of broke the news a while back, that the Ultimate line for NECA, the price was going up, the original one. So I know that's not like, I don't think it's this much in stores, but the original Ultimate Rhino figure on Big Bad Toy Store goes for $35. This one goes for $40. And I think that already was a raise in price. So yeah, over the last year or so, I would say the NECA Ultimate lines has gone up by like $10, it seems like, which is pretty sad.
Capitalism.
Yeah.
America.
But this one looks kind of cool. Go to the next pick, Damien.
What's on the next pick, Dylan?
I think it's still the Rhino
nudes?
alien. Yeah, just kind of a different angle.
Oh, angle makes a difference, man.
Yeah, I thought he looked pretty cool. Yeah, and they also the Ultimate Armored Lost Predator is available now. It's looks like a lot of places are getting them in stock. Apparently, I think someone was saying there might even be a third head on here that's not solicited. That NECA just kind of surprised people which was like a light up one.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, but it's looking pretty good. I'm gonna get mine ordered here probably tomorrow, to be honest.
NECA's over here winning my heart slowly. Watch
I have
out,
the-
Mezco. You got to run her up.
I have the original one and I really like it. Do you have any Predators from the NECA line or from NECA Predator line, Dom?
No, but everybody tells me I need to because though you can't see it, I have dreads. So naturally, there's the see, I got fucking dreadlocks for days.
Oh shit!
So naturally, everybody's like, "Hey, so you getting anything Predator?" And I'm like, "Go fuck yourself." But no, I mean, I'm a fan of Predator, so you know, Arnie's the man. So
Hell yeah,
there's definitely a thing in my book.
Yeah, they're pretty awesome. They do a good job for the price point. It just sucks the price point's slowly working its way up, but for the value, I feel like it's there.
I used to have a few of the. I think when they came out in the '90s, I used to have some of those Predators.
Oh, like the Kenner ones?
Yeah, like where they had the removable mask, and
Yep.
there was all different variants of them and everything.
Yeah, so NECA's actually been pretty much making their money from remaking those Kenner ones in their own molds.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what they've been doing a lot with, is living off of that nostalgia.
The nostalgia kick.
Yeah, my favorite one is actually, like, they call it the Clan Leader, and I don't know if you ever had that one back in the day, but it had like arms coming out from like his chest and stuff.
No, I've never had that one.
Oh, it was a pretty crazy Kenner
I had
one.
the one that glue in the dark, and I had a few of them. I remember the one that glue in the dark. I want to say there was like an orange one, and then there was like one where it was like I think it was the body signature one.
Mm.
So I had those, and then like maybe one more that I can't remember. But I had a few of them. My uncle gave them to me, so I was like, "Oh hell yeah, Predator! I love these things."
Yeah, I love them. I've had to be picky with them lately, because they have so many of them. But yeah, and moving on, I guess they also released the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon series for, I don't know if it's Trag and Granitor 2-pack.
Nobody's getting these. We already say that.
Yeah, no, I'm all right.
Oh, I meant in the sense of, since everyone's like dying over TMNT here lately, not gonna be on the shelf here soon. But this is for them good old Sword fans. So Black Series announced that they're going to be dropping a Dark Nihilus. Now, the theory that everybody has is they reuse almost the entire Darth Maul figure from Black
That's what I
Series.
heard.
Yeah, which, you know, the way, I mean, if you look at it, it looks exactly like the Darth Maul. But, you know, Darth Nihilus isn't too far from Darth Maul's, you know, clothing appearance. So it's kind of a hit or miss.
I know some of the people that, you know, they get the custom heads and all that. They usually put it on the Darth Maul body.
Mm-hmm.
Like they'll get the bootleg $5 Maul and put it on there.
Yeah, it's very fucking similar, dude. So that's the only difference between him and Darth Maul, is that sometimes his clothing is a lot more tattered and, you know, torn up than Darth Maul, but there's really not much of a difference between him and Darth Maul's clothing. So, but other than that, I'm a big SWTOR fan, so I don't know if I'm going to be getting this, simply because I'm kind of getting away from the Black Series. I don't have Revan, but I already have him in a 1/4 scale, so I don't really ever see a reason to get anything smaller. But the box alone, the art alone, is like what's like winning me over. It's just like, it's so simple, but it's so like menacing, and I love it. It really just gives off that image that Darth Nihilus is. It's just the terrorizer, so I love it.
Oh, absolutely, man. Like I said, me and my brother game on this shit hard. So the moment I saw the announcement, I was like, yep, that's something I'm getting to.
Is he because this was a GameStop exclusive, right? I'm assuming, because it's gaming greats. Is he still up? Do you know?
I haven't looked at them yet. Last time I checked, I think it was last night because I saw Yakface was talking about it, and I was like, let me go see. I believe he was still up last that I heard, but I believe he's like $30.
Oh yeah, he still is $24.99.
Yeah, it was gonna be like $32 in total.
Yeah, that's good. That's awesome. It looks like that the Gaming Greats Django Fett is sold out on GameStop's website.
Does that really surprise you though?
No, it was just a couple days ago though. He was in. I didn't put this on the show sheet, Damon, so don't feel bad for having the pictures. But
I
just
don't feel bad.
Quick notes. They also released pictures of the Incinerator Trooper. I don't think that's up yet. Is it, Dom? Do you know?
I haven't seen any, but in one of my Black Series groups that I'm in, somebody's been posting photos of him because he's already got it in hand, and it looks really good. They're not using the old body mold for the Stormtroopers. They're going forward with the Mandalorian mold.
Yeah.
So, but it looks really nice. It's coming with like a flame effect. So it's actually, I don't know. I saw that. I was like, again, that's something I'm getting two of when that comes out.
Yeah, that it does look really good. I'm a big fan of the Shock Trooper, and that's pretty similar to it. So pretty jacked about that one too. I don't think it's released. I think there's usually a few people who get them in hand really early and just take pictures like crazy. So yeah, that one I believe is yet to release. And then another one that was actually big news was the armor, the female Mandalorian from the show.
Really?
Yeah, there's pictures of that out going around.
Oh yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think Yakface posted that one.
Yeah,
So I remember seeing that shit.
Yakface, Kylo Collector on Instagram, all those guys, they posted about them. It looks like she's got like a removable shoulder piece. It's like a soft plastic, I think. And a lot of people are speculating the side art for that one. You see kind of an armored arm, and a lot of people are calling it like a different, a new armored Mandalorian, of course. They got to change up the armor.
Yeah, that's been like floating around everywhere, man. Like people and their theories. I love it.
Yeah, so that's what a lot of people are saying. I can't remember what they call that Mandalorian. It's like I can't remember exactly what they're.
Well, it's been a year since the Mandalorian came out. I don't blame you.
The Beskar armor or whatever.
Yeah, they call it like build up Mando or something like that. So that's like the big rumor behind it. Not exactly sure how true that is. Like I said, we don't have any pictures really to post. We usually don't until things are more serious. But yeah, those are two big pieces of Black Series news, and then a lot of the Walmart exclusives that we're kind of talking about. They're starting to get like the Mandalorian Loyalist and other figures like that in hand now. So just keep an eye out for that. But yeah, that's all we got, I think, for Black Series.
Yeah, dude. Let's get onto this play arts because this cloud looks so sick.
Absolutely. That
Like,
Buster
damn.
sword, baby.
Damn, dude. Like, since I've gotten my dark side from play arts, dude, I've just been fucking drowning in this line because goddamn, dude, all their shit looks so dope. Like, I love the fact that it's so, it's so anime style. I think that's why I'm so into it. But goddamn, dude, look at this cloud. Then it just makes you
sick as fuck. It looks like a straight up game rip.
Yeah, for real, dude. Like, it looks clean as shit. I was looking at all the pictures that they released with them, and man, dude, it literally there's like nothing you could find wrong about this figure. I know Dean's a big Final Fantasy fan, so I'm curious to see how he feels about it. But personally, dude, like, this makes me want to jump into that Final Fantasy line. And I know damn well coming from Dean. Well, Dean's told me that this fucking line is the Final Fantasy shit in general was like a pain in the ass expensive. So fuck.
I believe
now No, I'm curious.
The
Dylan,
fan
what do
base
you?
is going to make sure that it's expensive too.
No shit, dude. And then especially with the new game announced, like, man, people are gonna fucking rave on this shit. Dylan, you gonna buy this, man? Are you gonna get this? Add to your collection?
No,
God damn it.
like you guys know, it's just I'm just on the other end of the spectrum for collecting. Did both you guys play the remake for Final Fantasy?
I played a little bit, but not all of it. But it's still dope.
Yeah,
when it came out.
Yeah, I wanted to, but I'm like, my video games are just like figures. I gotta be really, I'm very picky on what I score. But Dean says he owns it. Version 2 was delayed, and version 3 is also coming. Just an updated sculpt and sword for version 2. There's my Dean with that info. Thank you, my man. But yeah, this thing looks sick, dude. He said version 3 is just a different sword, Japan exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
My man. Thank you for that, Dino. Onward to some good old dude. I cannot express how much I'm in love with this Venom, dude. Fucking was it MW Culture?
Yeah, this is like a new company or a new line. It seems to be starting. It's 1/9 scale. I hate that. Like, we need another scale, but at the same time, yeah, this looks pretty damn cool.
So wait, what size would they? What are they, like 5 inches?
1/9 scale. Yeah, it'd probably be that. This one I guess is 9 inches. The Venom, sorry. The
Oh, okay.
Venom.
I was like, wait.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, that Venom looks. See, that's how I think of Venom. That looks like that. Not that shit. Fucking what was that 161 that they released of him by Poison?
Bullet head.
Yeah, Bullet Head
or something.
I fucking hated that thing. Like, this is how I see Venom.
Just big and grotesque.
Fucking a monster.
Absolutely. A hulking mess.
Scary, intimidating, ready to just eat someone out, man.
Eat them brains.
Yeah. So according to Toy Arc, the Toy Source is the parent company who has opened up pre-orders for a number of Marvel action figures by MW Culture. They're creating figures in 2 very different scales. One is 1/9 scale, about 8 inches tall, and others are listed at 1/7 scale, about 11 inches tall. You can order at links below, and there you go. You can see the ones that they're starting off with. It looks like Venom, Endgame Spider-Man, obviously, Carnage, Endgame Iron Man, Black Widow, and then this 1/7 scales is another Iron Man Mark 85 from Endgame, and Iron Spider. So they're doubling up on a couple of them. But yeah, I really like that Carnage. That thing,
dude, that
awesome.
Carnage looks sick, dude.
I am a massive Carnage fan, so I'm definitely gonna be scooping that.
You are?
I love Carnage. I got almost every variation of it so far, minus the Diamond Select.
I was just about to ask if you had that one. What would you say is your favorite one that you have right now?
Probably the one from the most recent Venom collection, the one that came with the scythe and the Cletus head. So the Marvel Legends one, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, actually,
good job with it.
Yeah, and I just showed Dom that you can get the Amazon Diamond Select one for like $50. Yeah. Amazon Diamond Select, the Diamond Select one off Amazon for $50.
And I just got paid, so you know he's hurting me right now.
Just trying to do you a solid, dog.
I know, but I mean it's a solid. It's gonna be burning a hole.
Well, shit, dreams gotta come true though, yo.
I'm saying, dude.
But
that Carnage looks fucking sick.
Yeah, dude, that Carnage. That's what I'm saying, like that and that Venom. But here are some images of the 1/7 Iron Man Mark 85 and the Iron Spider. Basically the same look as the 1/9, but they do come with a mass amount of, accessories and a nice little stand. So cute.
Nice little stand, little accessory.
Yeah, but they come with a lot of accessories. I'm not gonna lie. Like Mark 85 comes with a Tony Stark head sculpt, and they have a Peter Parker head sculpt as well. Iron Spider, you can take the arms off. It has a couple variations of hands. And then the 85, you have the jetpack add-on on the back, the shield, the extra, with the gauntlet, some hand variations as well. It kind of comes with everything from the what was that Iron Man that we talked about last episode? Was it Bandai's?
What? Sorry.
Wow.
I was reading Dean's comment. He said 1.7 Mezco much. Yeah, that looks like in the same font as their 1.12 line. Like the way that they're advertising, like their 1.7 line. It's exactly, it looks almost exactly the way they market their 1.12 line. So yeah, I thought that too, Dean. That's kind of funny. Makes me, I wonder why they're doing it like that. Why not just, like, there's no 1/7 scale anything else out there. You can come up with a new design. Yeah, looks like they're ranging from like $70 to $100, and then the 1/7 scale is like $100 for the Iron Spider, and the Mark 85 is $125. But
God damn.
yeah, pretty spendy.
Wasn't it Bandai that we talked about last episode with the Mark 85?
Mofex, I think.
Okay. Well, it's the exact same accessory as that one. Jason Nelson said the Venom Pool series is in stores now. Marvel Legends have a Carnage in that series as well.
I know. I'm looking everywhere for it, man. My store sucks. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's apparently, it's very sparse right now, but yeah, that should be hitting soon. I've heard that as well.
All right. Well, we are to our Patreons now. I got a late image of the updated one, so don't worry. If your name's not on here, your name will be said. And as always, if I pronounce it wrong, just yell at Zach, message him with a lot of rage. But here we go. Ben Porter, Griffin Campbell, Sean Fear, Ian Seavey, Renee Mendez, Eric Mariscal, Quinn Aguiar, Leo Hernandez, Dan Lee, Deanie Martin, Stephen Krett, Jason Nelson, Big Fern, King Zachary V, Caesar Moroccan, Eric Ruiz, Mario Cortez, Stephen Percha, Sean Utsi, Scott Bradley, Jesse Contreras, and Stephen Maria Stanley. Thank you guys, as always, for your support. We over here appreciate, I can't even express how much we appreciate your support. It means a lot to us, so thank you for that. Yeah, I kind of lost my train of thought there. My bad.
Do you have any pictures you want to share? You had promised us pictures on the last show.
Of what? Oh, you right. No, I ain't got no pictures, bro. I've been slacking in that realm. Dude, I lost my freaking battery pack. Like, it's like disappeared into the black realm. Like, I don't know what happened. So I'm trying to like find it, but I'm on the verge of buying another one. But those things aren't fucking cheap, bro. I spent like $50 on that black web one, man. My heart is melting in tears. Okay, shit. But I got next episode, guys. I'm sorry. I do have some things in the works, but things happen, or I'm just a terrible, responsible adult that loses things that are expensive. But
we shall see which one it is.
It's because I'm irresponsible, and I'm sure I lost it in the couch, and I just need to rip the couch up. But onto the Patreon. So if you guys don't already know, if you're not a part of Ox, we do have a Patreon little membership going on. We do have two different Patreons. One's a $5 and one's a $15. Each one has a separate kind of little thing to it. The $5 one is an exclusive sticker sent to your house. It is exclusive. Some people, like for instance with the Smalltalk one, we have one where we're surfing on the waves for Shark Week. Well, I wouldn't say it's for Shark Week, but it's relevant. And the exclusive Patreon's got that. The other one is the $15 one. This one includes an official certified crispy certificate, a free head sculpt from Darkside Customs. Ian over there does an incredible job. I'm extremely excited to see what he does with the ones that I sent him. You get that once per year. You are responsible for shipping to and from Ian. You get assistance with a figure from Zach. Let him know what you need, and he will be there. He's a little bitch. And then all the benefits from the previous tier. So it's not a bad deal. But as always, that's there for your convenience. We, again, appreciate everyone who does support us there. I lost my thing. Anyways, so I love this part because I always fuck up the eBay thing, the bidding thing, that thing.
Auction.
So if you're not aware, we have a huge network. Well, growing. I don't know if we're still growing. Maybe we are growing. Who knows nowadays? But if you're a part of Collecting Weekly Ox, we do have an auction thing going on where members are. It's pretty similar to eBay, hence the color reference. But if you have figures that you are interested in getting rid of, you are let Zach know. You can message him which ones you want, and you can put it up for auction and see how much you get. As always, we have you gonna say something, Dylan? Because that was a noise.
I was just gonna say, I believe Zach can correct me. I won't give a hard date, but I believe the next auction actually got pushed to next month
because we didn't have enough. We didn't have enough people. Kind of, I guess. What's that word? I can't think of the word. We didn't have enough people send in, figures or whatever. So I can't think of the actual word. God forbid. But anyways, to start it off, Collecting Weekly with Zach and Dean, those guys. Collecting Rarities with Rainer. He talks about, lightsabers, shoe collections, the odd rare collecting things. So it's pretty dope. Only Fools and Collecting with Ian and Pete. Sean, Collecting Comics with Sean. If you're into comics, he does a damn good job of keeping you entertained. He does a pretty good job at it. Creeps R Us with Manny. He talks about horror-related, subjects. If you like ghosts, I like ghosts, so check that out. The Joy of Hobbying with Zach. He teaches you some cool ways to kind of customize your figure here and there. Little shortcuts to fixing broken hands and shit. After Dark is with Zach and Dean. They talk about being parents to a dog and a child. And that's really it, man. You have something you want to check out, such as figure related items or really anything nerdy, as people would say, we have a hell of a tier of things to check out. So there you go. You got anything you want to say, Dylan?
No. Again, thanks to our Patreonies. Love you guys. Love the support. And of course, Sean at Water Scrapyard.
Yeah, that guy does a hell of a job with what he does, man. That's a dope ass dude. I like talking to him. But also, we got to give a big shout out to Dom, bro, because he showed up. He's here talking to us. And us over at Smalltalk, don't get too many guests because, we're Smalltalk. Not very many people talk about us. Yeah, not very many people talk about us because we're Smalltalk, but we're Smalltalk, so fuck you guys. But thank you, Dom, for showing up. It was a pleasure having you, my man. I haven't spoken to you in forever, and it was nice to kind of catch up and talk about figures.
Yeah, man, this was awesome. Definitely fun. I've caught a few episodes, so it was pretty cool to actually be on here.
Hey, we're not as small talk as we think we are, Dylan.
Awesome. Yeah, we'll have to have you on again for sure, Dom. You're an auxiliary, right? Collecting Weekly Auxiliary?
Yeah, I am.
Awesome.
So that's how I see the episodes.
There you go. Post some pictures of that if you find any of that Venom line in there. But yeah, we'll have to have you on again, Dom.
Absolutely, man. Anytime, dude. This was fun.
Right on. Well, that's all I got. So thank you guys again for tuning in to Small Talk, the show we talk about absolutely nothing important at all. As always, I'm your host, Damien.
I'm Dylan.
And I'm the guest, Dom.
Hey, catch you guys later on the flippity flop. Peace out. Tupac.